Orale vato! Wasapeni! Should first be the first one in your deck? Find out in this exciting episode of It is very similar to Super with just a few differences. From the bottom, on its first pair of wings, the 3 support beams have been removed. On its second pair, the lone support beam has also been removed. This has an effect of reducing First's weight a bit, but in multiple Papabey battles so far, its structural integrity has held up, so this isn't a big issue. Moving on to the top, its first and second pair of wings has a different aesthetic design compared to Super. Going to its sides where its contact points are located, First's tip is a little bit longer than Super, thus it will have more surface area to hit its opponent. On the tip of these wings are battle scars, which means that they are actually hitting the opponent's layer in battle. On the middle portion is where the brunt of hits actually occur, as evidenced by the heavier battle damage. First has a less protruding and less chunkier, for a lack of a better term, surface area than Super. In Papabey's opinion, this is why First just hits a teensy bit softer than Super. Notice that the start of the upper attack slopes of both rings are unblemished. Compare this with Rage, which has some marks. From what it looks like, both First and Super are not really upper attackers, but are more like smash attackers instead. First, pun intended, let's compare its weight against other right spin Superking rings. Tempest is the current heaviest right spin one. Super is way below Tempest. First, as clearly seen, is lighter than Super, which doesn't help it one bit. Second, let's check its burst resistance. Like other Superking rings except for Glide, First exposes its chassis teeth at a normal height, which gives it good burst resistance. Here's Glide for comparison. Notice how the 1S chassis teeth is at the same level as its chip hook. Third, let's test its attack power. First hits hard upon first contact. It still retains some of its power near the end, as evidenced by knocking off the dead armor. Super hits hard initially like First. Also the same as First, it still has decent power left towards the end of the battle, as it was able to remove Phoenix's dead armor. As demonstrated, First is just middle of the road in terms of attack. Although it was ranked below Super, the actual difference is so small they are considered equals. With that being said, Brave still outclasses them both as the current top tier sparking ring for right spin attack. Kindly refer to the Tempest Dragon Charge Metal review for more details. Fourth, let's test its defense. Aside from easily being bullied due to lack of weight, its attack shape was used against it, which made it first. Fifth, let's test its stamina. It was massacred because of its lighter weight, plus its shape's recoil points that drained its stamina. Sixth, let's test its spin equalizing performance. It's a dead heat, which means it won't be lagging anytime soon in this regard. While it looks similar to the Valkyrie chip, it doesn't have its same gimmick of having a cut-off portion of its chip hook that gives it one less click at the expense of a very minuscule increase in burst resistance. You can find out more how it works in the Rage Longinus Destroy-3A review. Therefore, its weight is the only thing that can make or break it. Let's compare its weight with the top-tier sparking chips. Lucifer is the current heaviest right spin chip. Diabolos is the current heaviest dual spin chip. As shown, Uranus is much lighter than both, which makes it as good as, wait for it, Uranus. Please refer to the Curse Satan Hurricane Universe 1D review for its performance. In summary, 1S outclasses it in weight, in knockout resistance, in outward weight distribution design, and in stamina. The only saving grace is its slightly taller teeth compared to 1S, which further improves burst resistance. Here's 1S again for comparison. Based on various Papabey tests, wheel works optimally with Extend Plus. As shown in the Glide Ragnarok Wheel Revolve 1S review, wheel is the best disc in terms of weight, same spin stamina, and opposite spin LAD, wherein it beat both outer and 0-0 cross. The only downside is the risk of bursting in using it with a non-dash driver due to its heavy weight and extreme outward weight distribution. But at the end of the day, its positives outweigh its negatives, which makes it a definite must-have. It has poor same spin stamina, but when paired with perfect Phoenix and wheel, it smacks tier in opposite spin LAD a good amount of the time. The combination of the Dead Armor's smooth, circular shape that curves upward, wheel smooth edges, and Mobius's tall height gives its opponents fits when it comes to spin equalizing. To cap it off, Mobius's wide disc with nearly a flat tip enables its combo to stay upright up to the last moment in order to outspin its opponent. For more details, kindly check out the Variant Lucifer Mobius 2D review. This is a short one as the only new parts are the first ring and the Uranus chip. There's nothing to look forward to with first Uranus as it's more of a collector's item than a competitive part. There's also nothing left to say other than tune in again on the next episode. Same Papabey time, same Papabey channel. Papabey would like to thank Marcus and Lucas of Touchlight Limited for the first Uranus layer used in this episode.